Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. It's me. It's me once more. It's actually Wednesday night. So the night before Thanksgiving. It's the night where you hang out with all your hometown friends and have a good time. And where am I? I'm in a mysterious garage. No, I'm playing around. I'm with my family. I'm having a great time. Welcome back to Average is Average, the podcast hosted by your boy Sam Spears. It's been a minute. I just posted a Starbucks video talking about the union. Union, solidarity forever. Anybody? Do you guys like that video? I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty good. I had a fun time making it. I'm at my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and it's fun. I like being home. I miss my family. Me and my mom are kind of butting heads, but that's to be expected. Since I'm a little rusty, it's been, I think, 40 days since 41 Domer. Anybody? I'm up to date with the memes. I have not been slacking with Instagram Reels. I've been slacking with the podcast. Voice crack. There you go. I've written a list of things that I want to talk about. So we're just gonna get right into it, folks. No Shave November is treating me poorly, as you can see. I'm ready to chop it all off. I kind of want to shave my head too. I want a short haircut. I just showed my mom my podcast, and it's very self-centered. Is that bad? Most of the kind of point of this podcast is like, so I can look back on it in like 3 years and be like, damn, I was so silly. What was I talking about? You know? And I got this one really nice comment on one of my videos, and it was like, I feel like I've known you forever. Keep making these videos. They're entertaining. And it's for some of my friends back home. You know? I don't know. I feel like a little bit of a self-centered prick sometimes, but I don't know. I enjoy it, so I'm going to keep doing it. But I think my mom and my dad both think that I need guests, and I'm a little bit of a self-centered prick. That's fine. I look so little here. I need to assert my dominance, a little bit more manspreading. Lists fell on the floor. Look at this. What is that guy? What is that guy? I feel like I'm in Dexter, Like somebody's going to get killed in here. I'm really worried someone's going to come into the garage while I'm filming. That's going to be really awkward. Because I don't edit these videos. I'm too lazy to. So if somebody comes in, I'm just going to have to kind of dissolve this nonchalant, laissez-faire persona that I've adopted here over these last few years. And show you guys who I really am. And be like, Mom, get out. I'm trying to record a podcast. Dude, I've thought about that recently. I think I've probably talked about this on the podcast before, but the persona that I've tried to create, or just like my Instagram, everybody has their own thing on Instagram. I don't know. This is like the most fucking nothing burger take ever, but it's like, man, everybody's perceived whether they like it or not. This is such a lukewarm take. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but on Instagram, people are kind of choosing how they want to be perceived, and they're like, I don't know, everything just feels, but it's not like bad, it's not like, it's not necessarily fake. It's just like, I'm going to build my Instagram and post the pictures that I want with the filters that I want, with the captions that I want, to be perceived in a certain way. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but everybody's got different secret sauce, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their own touch. And some people's touch is similar to others, and some other people's touch is being as dissimilar from everyone else as possible. Because they think that's cool. And I think I'm one of those people where it's I don't know. I strive to be different so hard to the point where it's All right, what the fuck are you doing, man? I don't know. It's like so fucking stupid and so fucking funny too. Like, I saw these TikToks and they were like trying to think of the perfect like photo dump photo caption, and like frat guys somehow being like stellar at it because of their nonchalant attitude, being like, like I'm gonna post 10 pictures and I'm gonna pretend like they're not a big deal, and I kind of just picked the first 10 photos that I had on my camera roll, but they're somehow very aesthetically pleasing. Again, sorry, friends. That was terrible. I didn't do Friendsgiving this year. Fuck. Where are all my friends? I was not proactive, I don't think. I think I need to get on top of that and be like, let's do something. Instead of being like, no one's doing anything. What the hell? So, happy Thanksgiving. First on the list is a Woody Allen movie. How about that? Woody Allen. Great guy. No, I'm kidding. I didn't even let that fester for a second. I didn't even pretend like I was going to go for that one. Yeah, no, Woody Allen sucks. But damn, Vicky Cristina Barcelona. What a great movie. So sexy, so taboo, so... it's like the Letterboxd top review is like sexy people doing sexy things, and it's like Javier Bardem, Scarlett Johansson, can't think of her name. God damn it. Oh my God, what's her name? Penelope Cruz? Yeah, I don't know. Just like it's a movie about a throuple, a polyamorous couple that's beautiful. It's like, what? Yeah, man. Check that shit. I think it's fucking free on like Tubi and Pluto. Watch it on Tubi because they have like the fun little intro. They go, Tubi. Yeah. I'm with my family and I don't know. I'm having a good time. But Vicky Cristina Barcelona, add it to the watch list. I know it's Woody Allen. I know it is. But it's just so fun and so sexy and just such romance and drinking lots of wine in Spain and looking at art. It's just like, come on, man. Of course it's going to be a fucking great movie. It's Javier. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Was like, dude, I'm so easily molded. Somebody pointed this out to me, and it hurt my feelings. But they were like 100% on the money. They were like, you're gonna watch the Frankenstein movie, and you're gonna want to get back into acting because you're gonna like it so much. I think I'm just very easily swayed, and that's not a very good trait to have, is it? Or very easily moved. And I don't think that's a good trait to have either. I guess in my personal life. I think it should take a little bit more to move me, and it doesn't. I'm very easily touched. I'm very emotional. In all the worst ways, man. It sucks. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you all. My 30 viewers. Dude, seriously. If you're watching this right now, I am so thankful for you. Because this is like, I think, as personal as I get, period. Like I was talking about Instagram and stuff and how I kind of build this whole persona. But I'm pretty close to being real here, And this is kind of my way of being as real as possible. This is my outlet. And if you're sitting here watching, I'm very thankful for you. So it's probably my father and probably my brother and maybe Kelly and Alana. Shout out, y'all. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, man. Oh, maybe Luca and KDP. Maybe you guys are locked in as well. Twins. Man. So yeah, thankful for you guys. But speaking of Vicky Cristina Barcelona, I mean, easily swayed is like the name of the game for me. And like, man, it's so embarrassing how easily influenced I am by anything. And I'm looking at Javier Bardem drinking this wine, saying sweet, sultry things with his delicious stubble on his face. And I'm like, I want to look like that guy. He has short hair in that movie. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this long hair anymore. That's out. That's out. I'm going to be Javier Bardem. And I'm going to look like him and be sweet and freaking charming. Being charming is like the coolest thing in my eyes. Like being like Vince Vaughn in Swingers. Like Vince Vaughn in Swingers, Javier Bardem and Vicky Cristina Barcelona. Being cool and suave and charming. Like that's like, is that like toxic masculinity? Is that like is that bad? Is that bad to think that way? Wanting to be charming? But it's not even necessarily like for women. Like, you know, just like being charming in general, like being a cool guy. Cause you know, like it's the most like, man, I was at this film festival and I had Luca, my buddy, he had a movie in it, and he had a buddy who helped, like, he was the editor or whatever, and he was a cool guy. I met him, talked with him. But the editor brought his buddy from home, and he was like, I forgot what he did, like maybe like forestry or something cool, but like nothing. No interest in acting, no interest in filming, and he was so easy to talk to, and he was charming, and he like gave others the time of day, and he like made effort in conversation and like got to know my name and like asked like questions, and you know, he made me feel fucking special. And he was a stranger, and it's like, man, I want to be that guy for everybody, you know, just like making the uncomfortable people at the party who don't know anybody feel good because they now know somebody, you know. Because I've been that guy so many times at the party not knowing anybody, and like nobody wants to extend the olive branch. I want to extend the olive branch. I want to try my ass off and make people feel good. Because that's what I would want them to do for me. And Sammy is a good person. So that's pretty much that. Speaking of watching Frankenstein and making it want to get me back into acting, yeah, that happened, and that also happened. I mean, fucking shit. Jacob Elordi, yeah, dude, he's the fucking man. He's the fucking man. Frankenstein was just like, speaking about easily, this is just going to be a wild podcast about me analyzing other men's haircuts. This is so fucking stupid. I was talking about Javier Bardem, and then I was talking about his cool haircut and how I want to adopt it. Jacob Elordi's haircut. Jacob Elordi's very handsome. I wish I looked like Jacob Elordi, but I don't think I can pull off bangs, man. He can pull it off. I don't think I can pull it off. I don't think bangs are for me. I think you need to see my big, fat, glistening forehead. This feels like a very insecure, self-fucking loathing podcast. Forgive me. That's so lame. And what do I hate more than myself is being lame. So I'm not going to be lame. I'm going to fucking be lit. Sorry, that was like, again, lame. Let me not be lame anymore. Let me get back to the list. Let's get back to the topics at hand. You see these sweatpants? Man, Frankenstein. My mom hated it. I have a friend, her mom hated it. I loved it. All of my friends love it. Frankenstein, man. I mean, fuck. This is like the worst fucking podcast. I am rusty. Forgive me. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, viewers. Man. And again, forgive me because I feel like I'm fucking half this podcast is me asking for fucking forgiveness. So, God dang it. Let's just get back into it. Frankenstein. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I don't know if it's worth buying a Netflix subscription, but if you got a buddy who has Netflix, go over to their house and watch it. I had a really bad headache. Yeah, that's the end of that. Crazy story there. Here's a good story. My little brother Soren, he's in town. My other little brother Bodie is not in town. He's in Atlanta for Thanksgiving, but my little brother Soren's in town. And, I was kind of away when, he was growing up. I was living in Richmond, and I was living in Harrisonburg, and I'm living in Richmond again. And I feel like I kind of missed his becoming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, last time we lived together, he was probably in, like, the 6th grade. And, he's still fucking, a little kid. And he's just kind of at that point developing his own personal flavor and developing his personality. And I always knew he was a good, funny kid, but I didn't get to truly experience his becoming into the person he is today. Or, just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but okay, whatever. That aside, that incomplete thought aside, we were in the car today and he puts on Radiohead, or he asked me to play a Radiohead song, and he's like, "This song's pretty good." I don't know. That's fucking pretentious of me to even be like, "Wow, that's a big deal." But I don't know. If you guys have siblings, it's you understand where it's oh wait, they're not little kids anymore. They're little adults, young adults. Such a fucking nothing burger. Take once more, but I don't know. It's important to me. And, Soren, here, my computer's going to die, I think. How long have I been recording? 17 minutes? Not too bad. I don't know. He showed me this Radiohead song. I've heard it before, but it was great. And I'm like, that's really cool. It's really cool that you're going your own way, doing your own thing, becoming who you are. And then here's where the story kind of makes me happy. I got to show him Dead Poet Society a few hours ago. And man, talk about a movie so perfect for the moment. Him becoming, him turning into the man he is, the trials and tribulations of being a sophomore in high school. And, it's just, I felt like a good big brother being able to show him that movie. And man, what a sad movie. What a great movie. Takes everything in the fiber of my fucking being to not cry. Because, at the end of the day, I'm, he's just a man. That's what they do. I don't want to cry in front of him. I don't want to cry in front of anybody. I don't like crying in front of people. So I held back my tears when Ethan Hawke got on top of the table and said, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." But Lord knows they were, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. They were welling up, and I was like, fucking keeping them down. Man, it's so fucking great, because he's the whole, I'm going to fucking explain this because I don't give a shit. It's what I do. The whole movie, he's this quiet little boy. And then at the end, he's take the fucking gall, the cojones, to be the first one to stand up in front of the fucking headmaster, to be the first one to stand up and say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," on top of your desk. And it was, "Thank you, boys. Thank you. Come on. Wonder if that guy gets the girl, I don't think that ever got explained. Hope he did. Because, yeah, man, that's how the freaking story's supposed to go. The freaking girl and the guy are supposed to be together, and the freaking... Why did Rob Williams have to get freaking fired? What the frick? Let's get back to the list before we get too out of hand here. How's my guy over there doing? His fancy scarf? Again, Vicky Cristina Barcelona. If you watch nothing, watch Vicky Cristina Barcelona. Only because it's... come on, it's free. Fuck, I'm promoting this Woody Allen movie so hard, but to me, it's not a Woody Allen movie. It's a Javier Bardem movie. A couple other movies I watched. talk about these two. I watched The Master, Paul Thomas Anderson with Philip Seymour Hoffman, Joaquin Phoenix, and that was a weird one. I gave it a 3 stars on Letterboxd, and that's kind of how I feel. I'm just like, I don't know. It felt a lot like, I've talked about this on the podcast again before, but like the boy who cried niche in a movie format. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can we balance telling a good story with like, you know, showing and not telling? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the themes and like the, you know, the what am I trying to say here? Like the representation. What am I saying? Like, oh my God, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. I'm freezing. I'm bombing at my own podcast. I can't do this anymore. Symbolism, you know? Like, can we balance symbolism and story? And I feel like The Master goes a little overboard on the symbolism and a little cheap on the story. Dude, I'm trying to find the words that I want to say, and I really struggle with that. Because I feel like I have a very decent vocabulary, but it takes me like 20 seconds to figure out the exact word I want to say. And that's embarrassing. Like I was going to somehow use the word bestow, and I couldn't work it in there. And now I lost my train of thought. I'm not even rusty at this podcasting stuff, but I'm rusty at this talking stuff. I feel like I've been stuttering when I talk more. Like just like normal human interactions, I feel like I'm and I've talked about this on the podcast once again, but I'm going to drive this point home. Like, you know, it's like the basic social interactions. I was picking up pizza the other day, and like I had the most awkward interaction with this guy because like I couldn't dissolve a situation. Or not dissolve, diffuse. See, man, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just frustrated. I think I need to drink some tea and like take a deep breath or something, man. Forgive me. I've just been like, I got really pissed off earlier, and I'm just like kind of still not in a great mood, and that's not fair to take it out on you guys. And it's not fair to take it out on myself, and that's kind of what I've been doing these last like 30 minutes. So once again, this is raw. This is real. So it's going to go up. Partly because of that, partly because I'm not going to record another freaking episode. This is what you see is what you get. Remember when Peter Griffin said that? I think he was referencing John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And I didn't even know that until I watched the John Candy documentary. Another movie that I watched, pretty decent, not bad. I give it a 3.5 stars, or maybe even a 4. The Master, 3 stars. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix jerks off, and it's like, he's got the brain of a child, and he likes jerking off, and he likes sex, and Philip Seymour Hoffman is like the cult leader, and like, it's just symbolism, and weird to be weird, and it's like, where is the sustenance? 2 movies that are weird, while also being wonderful. Adaptation and Being John Malkovich. I don't know if I've talked about these on the podcast before, but I watched these movies weeks ago. But I haven't recorded a podcast in 40 days, so I don't think I've talked about these yet. Being John Malkovich. I'll talk about adaptation first, because I gave that like a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is still huge on my list. That's high praise coming from me. Because, you know me, I'm just such a harsh critic. Adaptation. It's a weird movie. And Nicolas Cage, man, I was not familiar with your game, sir. I tip my fedora to you. How wonderful, man. What a great fucking performance. He's like so good. And I had no earthly idea that he was good. He like plays him and his like twin brother, and it's like Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler. I haven't even seen that, but I know the gist of that. But like this movie adaptation, it's just like, it's nothing like I've ever seen before in the best way possible. This guy, he's also the guy who did John Malkovich, being John Malkovich, and then Synecdoche, New York. Synecdoche, New York is not as humorous. I've talked about it on this channel before, but it's like lots of symbolism, but it makes you feel some shit. Worth watching for sure, but I don't know. I think I gave that a 4.5 stars as well, just because it kind of shook me to my core, if you will. Or if you won't, up to you. Good one, Sam. Up top. Adaptation, worth watching. Being John Malkovich. That's not worth watching. That's an essential watch. That makes it to my top 10 movies of all time, I believe. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so great. Maybe look up the trailer after you watch this, because like I can't even explain it. And the trailer, I've kind of noticed this thing is, I've just word vomited. I feel like I've had nothing to say of sustenance. So I'm gonna try to pick every word, like Edgar Allan Poe. Make sure every word is essential. Yeah, dude, I can't do that shit. Holy shit, how did Edgar Allan Poe do that? Make every word essential. Filler words, that's 75% of my vocabulary. Filler. Duh. Like what? Let's keep it a buck. Like what? Anyways, the trailers for these weird fucking movies, they never work, you know? They never work. It's like they're just trying to like pander to like a wide audience, and it's so obvious and funny because it's like this summer, and it's, you know, being John Malkovich. It's like, that's not a this summer type movie. That's like a art house movie you watch with a fucking scarf and a beret. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what forget that. Love Liza is another one of those types of movies where it's like super artsy and sad, and it had like a very normal trailer, and it's not a normal movie. That movie is Philip Seymour Hoffman and his wife. I don't know if she committed suicide, but she died, and he's like widowing her, and he's addicted to huffing gasoline to get him high, and he falls in love with model airplanes and model boats, and that's the movie, and it's pretty good. I think I gave it like a 3.5. Worth watching. Philip Seymour Hoffman's a great actor. His son, on the other hand, man, The Long Walk. I can't. That movie really fucks with me, man. And I'm not going to talk about it again, but it really, really upset me. 0.5 star on Letterboxd I gave it. Well, I covered everything on my list, so I guess we're just going to freestyle for the rest of the time being. I'll tell you what I'll do after this. Stranger Things comes out tonight. I might watch that with my family. Eddie Munson, baby. Man. Great. Steve. Great. Come on, man. Doesn't get much better than that. Man, I'm on Twitter, and like the memes of Stranger Things are so funny. Like 11 being like, "For Israel!" Just Will Byers being a Zionist. It's crazy shit. It's like, let's do Krav Maga. Let's do Krav Maga. I'm going to beat him with Krav Maga. So dumb. Oh, man. How about them apples, man? I did a bunch of editing today. That was cool. Forgive me, I keep fucking my nose. Let's see how long we've been doing this. It's been 29 minutes. Not bad, kid. Not bad. I went to a coffee shop this morning, and man, I had multiple things to work on, editing-wise. And I felt like such a little YouTuber. I felt like such a little young professional working. I mean, I was in the coffee shop and I had a laptop and I was like, yeah. And it felt, I mean, I was like, editing two different things at the same time. I was like, yeah, man, this is like the life of a YouTuber. It's hard work, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah, that was my morning. Man, Dead Poet Society. Watch it if you haven't. I wonder if Stranger Things is going to be good. I hope it is. It's been a long time. I mean, back when it first came out, I think like 2016, I was the biggest Stranger Things fan. I was like, I had a shirt and everything. I made my mom get me one, and I was like, I'm repping this shit. Yes, I like Steve. Yes, he's my favorite. Yes, I want to be him when I grow up. Yes, I am Stranger Things. And then, I played for like this like outdoor basketball league, and like there's a guy in the mic, and like he gives people nicknames. He called this one guy Lil Bow Wow, and he called this like, Sam I Am. It was a different Sam. He called Sam I Am, and then like I'll be right back. That was a nickname for a guy, which is also super cool. But he called me Stranger Things. Maybe because I don't know. I think I maybe wore one of the shirts one time, or I look like one of the guys. Everyone tells me I look like Steve. It's not a big deal. I wish I looked like that guy. And Javier Bardem, and Jacob Elordi, and Timothy Chalamet. All combined into one thing. Like, the substance, how it's like that big blob at the end. That's what I want to look like. Of those four men that I just listed. Yeah, duh. What was I talking about? Who's calling me? My older brother Julian's calling me. Forgive me, Julian. I'm recording a podcast right now. But yeah, I just I'm lost. I'm lost in my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm in this garage, and there's so much stuff. It's so weird to think that I might accumulate this much things and stuff when I grow up. Like owning a ladder. There's another ladder right over there as well. There's two ladders. I don't even have one. And to think that maybe someday when I grow older, I will accumulate those things. And to think that other 22-year-olds in this world have ladders. This is another Nothing Burger take, but this stage of my life is so fucking weird. I have classmates that are in jail for the rest of their life. I have classmates that are married. I have classmates that have babies. I have classmates that are dead. And it's like, what the fuck? How many fucking... I don't know. What's the age where I'm supposed to have two ladders? Am I behind? Am I ahead? Cabeza? Head? I'm trying to learn Spanish. Man, Spanish. I mean, fuck, it's, the easily influenced shit of my life, It's like literally right after I watched Vicky Cristina Barcelona, I was like, I need to get on that Duolingo grind, yo. Because I'm gonna go to Spain, I'm gonna drink wine, and I'm gonna freaking, hang out with a bunch of freaking cool people. Talking in Spanish. Quickly. I'm gonna argue with Penelope Cruz in Spanish. Very fast. So English speakers can't understand. Cabron. How about that, huh? No, but it's good. Let's see. My coffee addiction spiraling. I need to get that in check. I'm skinnier. I need to eat more. Okay. Talk about things that I need to do and failures, but let's talk about some things that I'm proud of, some things that I'm grateful for, some things that I'm thankful for because of Thanksgiving. I think I'm wearing a cool, nonchalant fit right now, to be honest with you. Little sweats and flannel combo. I feel like freaking the early days of Sam Sulek, for those who know. Let's see. Yeah, my fit's hard as fuck. That's pretty much it. Grandmommy, forgive me for using a curse word. I know you watch these, but this fit is hard as fuck. I think context clues kind of give ample, like, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry for, like, doubling down on saying that in front of you. But, yeah, no, this fit is hard as F. Seriously. Guys, yeah, no, if you are still here listening to this horrendous fucking episode, shout out to you. You are a real one. I think I'm going to sign off here and enjoy the rest of my Thanksgiving, enjoy the rest of my family. I'm headed to DC tomorrow for a fancy meal. Man, I love a fancy meal. I haven't had a fancy meal in ages, and I'm so excited. I'm going to wear a fancy shirt. I'm going to get fancy, and I'm going to eat fancy and pretend like I'm richer than I am. That's what it's all about, yo. It's a good time. Guys, I'm Sam Spears. This has been Average is Average. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, whatever. It's like what is that called? The Jim Carrey movie reference that? 36 minutes. 36, count to myself. There was 37 last year. Anybody? No?